What's up, YouTube? Back once again with a brand new video. And today we are going to be touching on why was Andrew Tate arrested. Now, for those who live under a rock or don't know who Andrew Tate is it's more so, I guess he would be the second coming of Kevin Samuels. He's the leader of the Red Pill movement, and he's more so just a guy who gives, I consider it great advice. Gives men great advice. Some people may see his views as misogynistic, but this whole video is going to be from an unbiased standpoint. Recently, he was arrested he was recently arrested in Romania on rape and make sure I'm not misquoting myself, but rape and I forgot. Let's look for ourselves, guys.
Recordings just got better.
Because I'm trying to figure out myself what happened. I personally don't know what happened. I wasn't there.
Pizza and make sure that these boxes are not recycled.
A pizza box may have given Romanian police information in order to arrest Andrew Tate.
The world is influence.
Andrew Tate is a former kickboxer, Big Brother contestant, and far-right influencer. He was banned from Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram for hate speech and misogynistic comments. Tate's past claims include him saying women were partially responsible for sexual assault and that women belonged to men. Twitter CEO Elon Musk reinstated Andrew Tate's account in November. Since then, Tate has written that he never forgave mask wearers and said men are unimportant. If other men do not fear you, your woman disagrees with you. On December 27th, Tate tweeted climate activist Greta Thunberg about his car collection and its enormous emissions. She responded with a fake email address for Tate to enlighten her. In a response video to Thunberg's tweet, Tate ordered a pizza that clearly showed the name of a Romanian pizza restaurant, which some speculated gave his location to authorities.
Welcome to a new episode of The Time.
Romanian police released a video of Tate and his brother Tristan being taken into custody. Police video also shows guns, money, and knives allegedly found in the house. Andrew Tate, his brother, and two other people were arrested. In a statement, Romanian officials say the four people appear to have created an organized crime group with the purpose of recruiting, housing, and exploiting women by forcing them to create pornographic content meant to be seen on specialized websites for a cost. Prosecutors say Tate has been under criminal investigation since April. An attorney for Andrew Tate told CNN, quote, he was not arrested. He was detained for 24 hours. A court hearing is reportedly scheduled for Friday.
Dang, free bros.
Greta Thunberg's response was a tweet that said, quote, this is what happens when you don't recycle your pizza.
Now, first and foremost, guys, I don't necessarily think, I don't think those accusations are true. But if anything, I don't even think this is new stuff. If anything, I actually think that these arrests are actually coming from years ago when he was hosting the webcam service or whatever he was doing with the girls. Personally, I don't know Andrew Tate, so I don't know what Buddy was doing. But hopefully today in this video we can actually get down to the nitty-gritty as to why he was arrested. Let's see. Joe Rogan has a pretty unbiased opinion.
What do you want?
So let's see. Certain channels I've kind of already viewed. They have an unbiased. I don't like to come with a biased approach on any of my videos. I want to try to be unbiased as possible. Joe Rogan tends to be a little
The Joe Rogan Experience.
What do you think of all his stuff? I don't know what's happening, right? Like what really happened, and why is Romania going after him? Are they being pressured by someone else to do this? Like what is the reason why they're doing it? And what do they have on him? I don't know.
Yeah, well, that to me is the right answer. nobody knows. A lot of people are acting like they know. If you go read it,
Well, they want him,
which is crazy.
They want him to go down, and they want him. He represents something. He represents toxic masculinity.
He is sort of toxic. I mean, he says crazy stuff.
They seize his car collection as investigation continues.
The one thing I don't get about this, well, I do get, I understand. People are actually like want the charges to be true, which is crazy because that would mean a lot of bad shit to happen to a lot of bad people.
Yeah, I would rather the charges be incorrect. Look, Romania, I don't know what their system is like. I don't know whether they're corrupt. I've heard things, but I don't know. I don't have any real information. So I'd be talking out of my ass to say, if he really did like sex traffic people, if he really did all the things he's saying, well, I hope that gets proven in court, and I hope he gets punished if he really did that. If he didn't do that, I hope he gets exonerated, and I hope he gets the fuck out of Romania. I don't know. I don't know what he did. I know a lot of what he does is theater, right? A lot of what he does is very like satire. He plays the role of this boastful misogynist who smokes cigars and drives Lamborghinis, and that's his thing. And because of that, he's amassed an amazing amount of money, and he's done it by doing this character, this online persona, but then also says very wise things. He says ridiculous shit, but also says really interesting things. He's a very smart guy. If you listen to him being interviewed by Patrick Bet-David, Patrick Bet-David interviewed him after he got canceled off of all social media. And Patrick is fantastic. He's really good at letting people talk and talking to everybody. And Patrick is so wealthy and so successful outside of the world of podcasting that he only does it because he's interested in it. And so he's the perfect guy to handle that because he is not afraid of to talk to anybody. He'll talk to anybody. And so he had him on for a long form conversation. They talk for hours, and you get to see this is a very intelligent and calculated guy. You might not agree with his message. You might not agree with all the misogynist stuff. You might not agree with, and I don't agree with it. You might not agree with all the crazy antics, but you cannot deny that that's been incredibly successful because it resonates with a lot of young men who don't feel represented in the media. And they see this guy and it looks like fun. Do they agree with what he's saying? That doesn't mean they agree with it. They think it's fun. It's like pro wrestling. He's like a bad guy in pro wrestling. He's a heel. He's smoking cigars with his Lamborghinis. And
see, that's where I go. I think there's probably a lot of people think that, and then I think there's probably other people who take it seriously, which is where it's a super.
Yes, that is where it gets fucked up. Where it gets fucked up is like young boys repeating the shit that he's saying to young girls because
he says
they're supposed to
property
do that.
And he owns them, which is nuts. And so you hope people are like, oh, that's an act. The one thing I will say for an intelligent guy, which I agree with you, he is.
All right, let me pause there. So for clarification, when it comes to Andrew Tate's clarification of as a women or men owning women, what a lot of Americans don't understand is that in other countries, women are seen as, if you're married, you are seen as your husband's property. May not how Americans may see it, but in other countries, that is how they see it, especially when it comes to certain religions. Just the FYI, give some clarification on that. These people are coming from a Western standpoint.
To be doing the things he's being accused of doing and then go seek publicity is a very unwise move.
If he did the things
Correct.
That he did.
Then it's like, what you would think if you're committing atrocities, you would try to stay under the radar. He does quite the opposite.
Yeah, but again, we don't know.
No, nobody knows.
That's the problem.
That's like the pizza thing, the pizza box. I don't know if you saw that. Everybody saying he got busted because of the pizza box, and then the authorities like that had nothing to do with it.
No, they knew he was in Romania. It was just, what's that word? Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude. That's what it was. Like he's making fun of Greta Thunberg, and then he gets fucking arrested right afterwards. It's kind of hilarious.
Yeah,
the way it happens, like people said, it's the biggest like self-owned
third biggest tweet or retweet. It was Greta. I mean, it was okay.
It's kind of funny when she said that's what happens. You don't recycle your pizza boxes.
That was good. That was good.
Chad, that shit's hilarious. You got to give it to her. Look, and also, like, why are you going after some 19-year-old autistic girl who's really into climate change?
Like, figure out whether that was provoked. Like, he just did that out of the blue.
Yeah, he's just talking shit.
Now, again, that move from somebody who's being accused of sex trafficking, I think rape was thrown in there. And then you're out there being like, look at me, crazy. Again, but what you said nailed it. Nobody knows.
I think the latest thing that they're saying is tax evasion, right? Isn't that what they're saying?
I'll be honest with you. I'm Googling him now. I just found an exclusive story on Vice that says the reason he was kicked off of Big Brother is not the reason that was publicly known or what was thought of. It says that he was arrested for suspicion of rape in 2015.
He was investigated over allegations of sexual assault and physical abuse in the UK, during which time he appeared on Big Brother for 5 days.
This was just posted a little bit ago.
UK authorities declined to prosecute.
This says that they told the producers of the show like 5 days before he was kicked off, and then a video was found of him and a girl doing something that then they came out and said this was like a kinky video they were making, and everyone thought
the girl came out and said that was very consensual. Correct. And that they were doing role play and that they like to do this thing where he would like beat her up or something. This
article is saying that didn't have anything to do with why he's kicked off the show.
This is one of the perfect.
I don't know.
This is one of the perfect examples, though, of kind of what we're talking about. I don't fucking believe Vice.
I don't know. But
I don't believe. How can you believe anything that is said about somebody so controversial? Because everybody seemingly has already made up their mind. Right. So where to get real information on him? Who knows?
All the objectionable stuff, I think, also was unnecessary. I think if I don't know him. If I did know him, I would tell him all the boastful shit and the shit about him being, the top G and all that stuff. All that shit's great. But the misogynistic stuff, like if you have dogs.
All right, guys. I actually just found an article that was posted today. That actually, let's see. Go ahead and share my screen. Stop screen share. They're actually saying that the authorities in Romania they're starting to seize his assets, like his car and stuff.
One of the most Googled people in the world, the former kickboxer had curated a social media profile celebrating fast cars, private jets, money, and masculinity. Banned from Twitter in 2017, this year he had accounts removed from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. The reason? Repeated misogyny, saying women bear some responsibility for rape and acting out violence against females.
You cheated. It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, and grip her up by the neck.
Yo.
On Thursday night, Romanian police detained Tate, his younger brother Tristan, and 2 other men. They say the arrests are part of a 9-month investigation into alleged human trafficking, rape, and forming an organized crime gang involving 2 British and 2 Romanian citizens. The police say 6 women were sexually exploited by the gang. Tate appeared to blame a conspiracy of elites he calls the Matrix.
Oh, wow. So
On Tuesday, Tate used his recently reactivated Twitter account to taunt the climate activist Greta Thunberg about the emissions of his claimed 33 cars. A day later, she suggested he use an email address to enlighten her, one that mocked his self-professed masculinity.
With a little hate-filled face.
He responded with a video that featured pizza boxes from a Romanian restaurant. Some speculated that was how Romanian authorities confirmed his whereabouts. Reports in the Romanian media said police had used a number of methods, including social media posts, to ensure both brothers were in the country, Tate's home, for the last 5 years. Among the items found at that home were bundles of cash and weapons, including swords, knives, and firearms. A court in Bucharest has ruled that all 4 suspects be detained for a further 30 days. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera.
When your real estate license is coming up for renewal, learning on...
Whoa. Let's see. So they recently seized the collection. I seen somewhere where they said they seized like the Bugatti as well too. Like, so basically, to sum this up, from what I'm gathering from this whole situation that's going on, basically he's accused of human trafficking and operating as a gang, hopefully, this is not Romania's version of a RICO case. He's probably moving like the mafia or something like that in Romania, and they probably been trying to take him down. This is really crazy though. Really interested to see how this ends. I will be probably doing a part 2 on this video as to just following up, keeping updated on this whole issue and this whole thing that's going on. Yeah, this is this is crazy. But I mean, let's see who else got what else. Who else got something to say? Yeah, man, it's really crazy. Now if he did do, they say he did. I have remorse for him, but if he didn't, if he's in bro, let's see what academics got to say about this.
2.9 million Bugatti.
Here we go.
It was 5. He used to say 5, but I guess apparently Rolls Royce rates, a couple like McLarens and of course like Ferraris and Porsches and all that type of stuff. Really a lot of stuff, right? And this is a story that they're coming out with now, which by the way, I think that if you're a fan of Andrew Tate, and recently, if you guys don't know, he got voted as the most popular influencer for teenagers. I don't know if you guys seen that. That was another article. So Andrew Tate is the most popular. Andrew Tate, most popular influencer. Yeah. He was ranked as the most popular. He says Tate was previously banned. Let me read it. The company releases fall 2022, taking a stock with teens survey, which gathered responses from 14,500 U.S. teens between August and September of this year. Among them, the survey looked at what celebrities, political issues, shopping brands, and tech platforms, blah, blah. Tate topped the influencer list, knocking out Emma Chamberlain, who previously had number 1. Okay. They were followed by Kanye West, Mr. Beast, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's kind of shocking. Kanye West was still a top influencer despite the rhetoric about Hitler, Jewish people, and all that type of stuff. This says Tate shot to online prominence or blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. Going back to this thing, so they seized a bunch of his cars. They're holding him for about 30 days. I think it's about like 27 days left that they could hold him, and then I think they got to go back to court and try to extend it or probably come with some real charges. So here's the story. The sports car has been taken from Tate's Bucharest property, included the $2.9 million Bugatti Chiron that Tate used to taunt the 20-year-old Swedish climate Greta Thunberg before his arrest. They also took 2 Ferraris, Porsche, Rolls Royce, Aston Martin, and basically that's pretty much it. They said the seizure happened after the Tate brothers and 2 Romanian women were arrested December 29th for allegedly keeping 6 women as virtual prisoners and forcing them to have sex on camera for subscribers of Tate's Hustlers University. This was very interesting because I thought Hustlers University didn't have anything to do with that webcam company that he talked about in the past. But here's the funny thing, though. If he ever included the business...
Nah, y'all, this is cap. Gotta be cap. I've been at Hustlers University. I ain't seen that crazy like that.
Camera for people who were part of Hustlers University. If that was the case, any proceeds, usually in many governments, any proceeds from that business, even later on, could be seized, which means, there was a point he said that he had over 170,000 subscribers, which means he was making about like $8 million a month. But if you started it on some illegal stuff in the past, they could seize everything. That's the future earnings from it. And that would mean the cars. Anyway, Andrew, who's 36, a former kickboxing world champion and Big Brother contestant, flaunted his lavish lifestyle. And I hate when they do this. And his beliefs with pornographic content from women who were allegedly under house arrest on social media to millions of fans and subscribers who admiringly dubbed him the king of toxic masculinity. The American British personality who reportedly claimed women are his property and men claimed women are property of men and moved to Romania amid a sex abuse investigation because it thought it would be easier to evade rape charges. It was accused of being this article I hate, it's so loaded with opinion that you can't just get the raw facts out of it.
Facts.
He was being accused of blah blah. Okay, some facts we could get out of it is supposedly co-defendants Georgiana Nagel, which is 28, and Luana Radu, which is 32, rounded out the alleged sex trafficking gang and were accused of helping to coerce and control the 6 women. So apparently there were 6 women. We keep hearing about an American woman, but there's 5 other women. Nagel is rumored to be Andrew's girlfriend, and Radu is a former Bucharest cop turned porn star. According to the Times of London, the women have been dubbed Tate's Angels by Romanian and international media. Yeah. Let me see.
Apparently there's no sex on Hustler University.
You said what?
I said apparently there's no sex on Hustlers University.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You gotta join. Yeah, it's in there. It's in the back. Way in the back. Way in the back.
No, no, it's not.
I don't know. You can't be playing like that, bro.
Yeah, if anything, I think it had to have been like in the past. I don't really think, from what I've seen in Hustlers University has nothing that doesn't have that type of content. Now, how Andrew probably got on back in the day, what a lot of people say about his past, with the webcam thing, I ain't gonna lie. On those webcam sites, it's a lot that be going on. Like, a lot that be going on. So, now I can see, if he was doing some, legal stuff to get on back in the day, and it probably just catching back up with him, I can see that. And then he probably turned it into Hustlers University, but I don't know. It's really interesting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments for sure. But I'm gonna keep y'all updated on this. I still don't even know like what's going on. My thing is too. It usually is crazy. It's crazy that they'll lock you up in some places like Romania. It's crazy that they'll lock you up on suspicion of human trafficking and rape, but they don't charge you with anything. That's the only thing that's confusing about this whole case. They haven't charged him with anything yet, and then they're detaining him for 30 days. Like, bro, what? But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you guys want a part 2. Peace. Free Top G.